Yeah, he's from Australia. Not to be confused with Austria, because that's like...
There's no kangaroos.
That's like German light. It's different.
Yeah.
There's no kangaroos.
There's no kangaroos in Austria.
Just like Habsburgs. Yeah, that's right. It's like, ooh.
Well, g'day. I'm Ashley. I'm here with Adam Sessler. He's one of the game design judges for the Windows and Xbox category. I guess going from these presentations yesterday to getting the hands-on today, what was that translation?
It's interesting because there are certain games that when I saw the presentation, I'm like, ooh, that sounds really cool. I want to play more of that. And others where I was like, I don't fully get my head wrapped around, so I really want to play it. So I was actually very excited to get in there. And a lot of the gameplay becomes very illuminating because it's one thing to kind of show gameplay and explain it. It's another to just get your hands on it and figure out how intuitive, how engaging it becomes. And just so many of the games really show themselves that way.
And when going through and making that final decision for picking the finalists for you, was it a standout, or did you really have to go through and go back through some of those?
There were a couple that were kind of like, okay, I'm with you, I get it. And then there's others where I really wanted to spend the time playing it. I wanted to kind of think about, and I think it was very important to also consider ambition. Because, you know, there's one of the games here is a 2D platformer, and I enjoy talking to them because it does look so simple. It seems like such an old-fashioned style of game. It is incredibly difficult because any kind of flaw that doesn't consider how your jumps work, how everything is positioned on the screen, can go from I'm having a good time to I'm going to put this down and never return to it again. And I liked hearing their story of how they went into it with one idea and realized that minutia is what it's all about.
And I guess going back to what you've done, you've played a lot of games, you've reviewed a lot of games. Do you feel that some of those games today, which you played, are up at that same level of some of those published games?
Yeah, and definitely so. And going about it it's like a fresh set of eyes on some familiar styles, and that's the part that gets me really excited. Is that I look at games through a prism of 20 years of playing games, and you sort of try to say like, oh, that's like that, that's like that, that's like that. And there's a couple of games here where it's like, no, this is really kind of in its own zone, and it's really cool. It's making me rethink how I want to approach certain styles of games when I go back to playing it.
And would that be? Can you believe that they're actually made by students? Because obviously you have professionals and then you have students.
There's the shock that something of this quality can come out of a team that clearly has so few people and so little resources, but I would only expect students could come up with something as fresh and exciting. There's something about the professional level of the game industry, it's like the snake eating its own tail. So.
Well, that's great. Well, that's all we've got time for.
All right.
We've got to let you go see some presentations and decide the winners.
I have to ask more questions.
Yeah, so thank you for joining us.
Man. Talk to you soon.
Thanks. See you next time.
Bye-bye.